The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now at his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 82 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you're getting chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Agnew now to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft. In his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and doing everything in his power to follow through.
The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 17 carries, 52 yards.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The Jaguars at 9-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home ground behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Lawrence will throw. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Back to throw here. Jaguars put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offensive move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, 54 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point for McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. 3rd down and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. That's going deep for Bateman. And he bats it away, and it falls down.
Based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Taken right around the 44. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On first down, Lawrence. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Etienne up the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's finally taken down. It's a big game there, and what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. They'll go again with Dobbins. Nice move at the 40. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Jackson on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chuck Clark. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And it's on 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Jordan Stout now. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and that will come the offense as they take over. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. And completes it to Cook over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Once more ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Mitchell will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Jackson. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. To throw is Jackson. His throw incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 22.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Jaguar pressure on. 5th sack of the season.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Now Jackson on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now it's Jackson.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Jackson will throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. down, but he does reach the 5. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
Down the right sideline. He may go. Travis Etienne.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A give, it's Etienne off the option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 102 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 36. A good pickup there at 22.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Lawrence to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller, because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short throw caught by Andrews. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And 5 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to the 43. It's a pickup of 6. Jackson on first down. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Forced out to his left. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Ravens offense back out there. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into the ground right around the line of scrimmage. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is taken at the 15. Fights off the defender. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 117 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They go play action now. Lawrence.
He'll buy some time right. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage, looking up and throw it over your head.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, what a move. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down by a good 3 yards as they convert on 4th and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 40.
Again, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And to the 46 he goes in no further. So he is well short of the first down marker.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Jackson will throw again. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
13.
One last shot for Jackson. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is going. This time is run out of this ball game.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville.